Hey beauties, so I look a little crazy right now, but I just got a package. I already opened it so I could actually film this, but it's a wiggy. Yay! Alright, so this is what the wig comes in, and it comes with mesh stocking cap. Never understand why they include these things, but mesh stocking cap is in there. Lashes that I would actually wear. Those are cute, very natural. They look very good quality. And here's the wig. That is the complexion of me. So that's kind of what Babe asked for. He asked me to get a wig that's close to my complexion. Kind of like, not the natural redhead look, but something more my complexion. So this looks about right. It looks very, very shiny to me. But we're gonna see. I'm so nervous. This looks so more synthetic than it did online. It had 4.5 reviews. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. But this curl, hunty, we gotta do something about that. We gotta do something about that. So, yeah, that's pretty. It's not that bad when I touch it. The curl, though, we definitely gotta do something about this curl going on. But the lace actually doesn't look that bad. It looks like it's a 4x4. Can you see that? Now that looks like we can work with that. So we're actually going to make this wig work. I don't understand why they include this little bit of lace in the back, but yeah, so we're gonna play around with this wig and make it look a little bit better. Throw it on my head. Alright, so that doesn't look that bad. This color, Babe said it's the right color. He said it's the right color. I'm really gonna try and we're gonna make this look good, okay? We are going to make this look good. Alright, so I'm gonna put a little of my Ilmakiage Foundation onto a beauty. I'm just gonna apply that to this part of the wig. So I'm gonna make sure I hit the lace and the part. I've already done one layer, which is why it looks like it. I'm just kind of, my beauty blender is dry as well, so I'm just literally just making sure that the front of the lace is tinted and the part, because obviously it's not going to do too. So I'm making sure that the front of the lace and the part is tinted. Obviously I'm not going to be doing too much with this wig when it comes to parting and different looks, so okay, I did 2 layers to make sure that it's my complexion. So now I'm going to go with my Gotta Be spray, and I'm just going to spray that so the foundation doesn't go anywhere. Just like a really distant spray. Just to make sure that that foundation stays in place. I'm going to put it back on my head. I already cut the lace off. Now, if y'all got big heads, I wouldn't order this wig. I am going to link it down below, just in case. It's definitely a really good cosplay wig. It's definitely the color that I ordered. It's definitely, the lace is salvageable, okay? So that makes everything else to me salvageable. Alright, so that looks so much better. I really don't think I need to pluck because the color is my complexion, so you can't really tell anyway. Alright, so now it's time to tint to these curls. Since it's synthetic, I can't flatten it out. So I'm literally just going to cut it off, and it's just going to turn into like a short bob cut. I'm just cutting the curl off, okay? So it's just going to be like right there. Let's do that. All right, y'all, how did I do? I like it so much better this short. Like, I still got to find a way to curl that down. The cut's not perfect. I'm not a barber, but I like it so much better like this. So let's go ahead, lay it down, get us some baby hairs maybe, and then we'll do our makeup. Let's go. Alright beauty, so for the makeup portion of this video, I'm just going to go ahead and do a voiceover. So for my primer, I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Mist, and I used that to set my face and get it ready. Then I went ahead and I grabbed my e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer to set my eyelid. I used this one because it's a very light color and I wanted to get a light start so that way you could see any of the colors pop through on my face. So I went ahead and I started with that. And then I just went and I found a flat brush so that I can go ahead and blend that out all over the lid. I wanted to make sure that I had a nice, beautiful start to go ahead and get this eye look together. And the first eyeshadow palette that I went into was the Warrior 3 by Juvia's Place. And I went into this burgundy color at the top here. And I kind of just started to create the shape that I was going for, which was more of a rounded shape instead of a winged out look that I normally do. I wanted it to kind of resemble a heart, so I kept it rounded off at the edge. And I literally just packed this color on into that outer corner and blended it out, but made sure to not wing, if that makes any sense. Not an angle, but round. Then I went into the Wahala palette and I went into the shade called Sis. It's kind of like a deep, deep, deep plum brown color. And I used that on the rest of the lid and to deepen that outer corner a good bit. Then I hopped into the shade called Fire, which is this bright red color. I took that and I kind of brightened the outer corner and dragged it underneath the eye. So that way all of that would pop out more. And I went online and I got this Athena painting palette, which I am so excited about. And I literally just dipped into the white and I used that to cut my crease because I want a white cut crease. So this seemed to be the perfect base instead of cleaning it off and putting concealer on there. Then I went into my Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette. Do not talk about her. We're not talking about how she looked, okay? She's the favorite, so she gets a lot of usage. And we're just going to go into that white shade and we're going to set that entire cut crease with white, and that is the look we're going for. Now I'm just going in with my Nars foundation. I use the shade Dark 2, and I'm just going to use this all over my face to make sure that I have a nice even canvas to get started with. All over my face. It's kind of going empty. Now I'm grabbing my Milani eyebrow pencil. I have become obsessed with this brow pencil because I don't like it to look like I'm doing my brows. I want my brows to just come out towards my nose a bit more. So I take this spoolie and I brush my brows up. And I literally just go in with this pencil. It's so thin and it's creamy. It is perfect. It's the perfect shade and everything. And I just go ahead and I take that and I underline first to where I want my brow to, I guess, begin. And I do this little zigzag upwards motion to give the idea of little brows. And then I just go ahead and fill it in and make it just look like my brow comes closer out to my nose. And that is all I do for my brow. And look at that brow, y'all. I have my Juvia's Place concealer and it is in the shade 11. The brand and everything rubbed off. That's why I was looking at it like that. But I'm just going to use this to go ahead and conceal my under eye. I do the inner corner and the outer corner. And I just do a nice coat, not too heavy, but not too thin. I want to make sure that it's definitely going to do its job. I do the bridge of my nose, a very small dot on my forehead and a very small dot on my chin. And I do my little Cupid's bow. Then I'm going in with my Fenty cream contour stick, and this is the shade Espresso. And I'm just going to highlight my cheekbones. And I do the bridge of my nose, which sometimes I do this, sometimes I do not. But it all depends on what look I'm going for. And I do the middle of my Cupid's bow. And today, because my hair is in this bob cut, I decided to go ahead and do my jawline. So I just grab a brush and I do the contour first. So I'm blending out my jawline. Don't mind me, I'm just talking to babe. I can't remember what we were talking about, but I don't know. But yeah, and then I go ahead and I do
my cheekbones, and I go like in an upward swipe motion to kind of just create a really dark casted shadow. And I wanted to go upwards so that you have that harsh contoured line to make it look like my cheekbones are super sunken in and just flawless. Now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend out my under eye first. The reason I do my contour first is so that the concealer sits to get tacky a little bit, so that it stays in place a little bit better. So by the time I blend my contour out, my concealer is nice and tacky, and I can just go ahead and do a couple of dabs, and it should look beautiful and flawless, just how I like it. Now I'm going to go in with my Juvia's Place powder, and this is the shade Kalahari. So I'm just using this to set my under eye, but first I like to go under my eye, look upwards, and pat that concealer into any creases before I set my face with this powder. And then I go ahead and I pat the powder into the creases in my under eye area. And directly after I do my under eyes, I then wipe it right off with a brush. So I go right in, and I sweep that off before it gets to bake, set too long, or anything like that. I want it to do its job, but I don't want it to do anything else other than set my concealer. Now I'm going in with my CoverGirl's mineral powder. This is in the shade 410. I have had this stuff forever, and I still love it. So I use that to set the rest of my face, and love it. Then I go in with my Contour Effects Contour Kit. Now this has also lost a pan, but I still really like these shades. I haven't found a shade quite as great, and I use this to go ahead and I contour my cheekbones once again, just to give it some more lifelike feels and colors. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f.'s blush palette, and this palette is one of my favorites. I'm going into this dark, it's like a peachy color, but it has shimmer in it, and I really like this color, so I'm going to go ahead and use this to blush my cheekbones. And I go in heavy with this blush. I really have become a blush addict. I really like blushes a lot now. So I just use that on both cheekbones, and I put some on my nose as well. Now I'm just going to use my Morphe and Jeffree Star collaboration setting mist. This is the strawberry scent he came out with a while ago, and I still really like it. And it's pink, and I'm in a pink kind of mood for Valentine's Day. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead into my Juvia's Place highlighter, and this is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 2. And, y'all, this highlighter is the perfect glow. I love it so much. Now I'm taking one of my liner pencils. This is like a creamy crayon, and I have become attached to these creamy crayons. I ordered them off of Amazon. I'm not sure where. I'm gonna try and find them so that I can link them down below, but I use these things for everything, and I just wanted to create that line along my lashes so that when I do put my lashes on, that it'll blend in well. So I'm just attaching a lash, and these lashes I literally picked up a pack at a hair store because I was running low and ain't been able to get to no one or see no one. Now I'm using one of those crayons in red, and I lined and filled in my entire lip with it. And I have this lip gloss. I really love the way this look came out, but wasn't what I was going for. So I went in with this burgundy velvet lip plumper, and I got this out of a subscription box. I think it was a BoxyCharm. And I just put it on. It's very matte. It's very beautiful. I love this color. And it seemed to match my eye look a little bit better. So I went with this one instead. Yep, I like the way this looked a lot more better. It went with my eye look so much better. So we went with that, and I grabbed a Wet n Wild shimmer gloss to give it a little more oomph since my eye is matte. And this was the look we went for V-Day.
Alright, so I have this dress. I kind of wanted to stay away from red or pink because of the hair color, so that way the hair stands out a little bit more. This dress is super cute. Yeah, I think this is the dress. Let me go find some boots. Alright, so I really like these boots because they go with the hair. That's really cute.
I like the brown ones better. What are you doing here?
We're going with the browns.
I got distracted, so here is a picture of the full look. Alright beauties, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you like me, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and put a ribbon on this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!